go. Hey there everybody, it's the Master One, and welcome back to the next episode of Freebooters franchise. Last episode we lost our final game against the Hot Corners 11-1. Losing 9 of our last 11 games. And lost 11-1, it wasn't even close as we fell to 5-9, ensuring that we will do no better than 4th place here in the regular season. With that in mind, we will now be taking on the Moose here in the final 2 games of the regular season. If the Moose need to win both of these in order to secure a playoff spot, they can win one, and if their run differential is high enough, they can also secure a playoff spot. But just to be safe, they need to win both of these games against us, so we are playing big spoilers here. On the mound for us is going to be Noah Kaiser, 2-1, 6.43 ERA and a 1.67 WHIP. He is tense coming into this outing. And on the other side, it will be Sancha Silvio in her second year with the Moose, 0-2 with a 5.51 ERA and a 1.65 WHIP. Here's the lineup for today's game. Axelson will lead off on left, followed by Pitts DHing. He's still tense. Batting third is the center fielder, Stockton Brickhouse. Jackman bats fourth at shortstop. Radier bats fifth at first base, locked in. Rivers bats sixth at third base. Burnside in the lineup in right field in the 7th slot. Graves will bat 8th at second. And Rocky Backstop is in at catcher, batting 9th. Let's jump into the action here and have some fun. At the end of last episode, we did release Angel Verde. We picked up the discarded 3rd starter from the Hot Corners roster, Tarak Smith. He will not be pitching this year for us. He is just here to cut some cap and give us a little bit more spending money here come the end of the season, as Verde did not live up to the high payroll amount he was asking for, and we probably weren't bringing him back next year anyway, because he is at the point where regression starts to hit around age 32 or so. Alrighty, last 2 games against the Moose here. We're going to be on the road, of course. They're games 6 and 7 of a 7-game road streak. Here we go. Axelson, Pitts, and Brickhouse due up here against Silvio. Left fielder Axelson's hitting .333 on the year with 2 RBIs. Here are Silvio's numbers on the season. She is 0-2 with a 5.51 ERA, 1.65 WHIP, 10 earned runs given up in 3 starts. She's thrown 16 in the 3rd innings, given up 17 hits, 4 of them being homers. She has walked 10 batters and struck out 13. Batting average against for her on the year is .262, which is actually pretty solid. Just the run support hasn't been there for her in her starts. Here we go. Fastball at the letters for a called strike, 0-1. Forkball down is fouled off by Axelson, 0-2 the count. Chased it up and away. Fastball from Silvio is a punch out, 1 down. Now to bring up Pitts, the DH. He's tense, hitting .295, 3 homers and 7 RBIs, responsible for our only run last game on a solo home run. Fastball up for a strike, 0-1. Curveball down, dribbled softly to second. Easy play for Hill on the bare hand, 2 down. Now to bring up the 3rd hitter, center fielder Stockton Brickhouse, hitting .354, 2 homers and 9 RBIs on the season. Fastball up and in is high and inside, ball 1. Curveball down and in is inside, 2-0 the count. Change it below the knees, 3-0 count from Silvio. Fastball inner third for a strike, 3-1. Change it down in the way for a strike, full count now to Brickhouse. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball at the knees, Brickhouse lines it down the right field line, giving chase the right fielder. Just drops in front of Tremendo's glove as it's a fair ball. Base hit for Brickhouse, first hit of the game. He'll be on to extend the inning for Jackman. Shortstop hitting .450 on the year. 2 homers, 11 RBIs on the season. Curveball down and the way is outside, ball 1. Fastball up and in for a strike, caught the corner, 1-1. Fastball away for a strike, 1-2 the count to Jackman. Chase the forkball in the dirt, strike 3 swinging. That's the second punch out for Silvio, and that will end the inning. Bottom 1, Hill, Bigsby, and Chris do up here against Kaiser. Hill hitting .280 on the year, no homers, 3 RBIs. She is juiced coming into this start, so she is feeling it out there. Here are Kaiser's numbers on the season. Kaiser won his first 2 starts, lost his last one by a wide margin. He is 2-1, 6.43 ERA, 1.67 WHIP. He's given up 15 earned runs in 3 starts, totaling 21 innings, which is an average of 7 innings per start. 34 hits surrendered, 3 of them homers. He's thrown 1 complete game shutout, or not one, it wasn't a shutout, it was a 1-run outing. 1 walk given up and 3 strikeouts. Batting average against for him is .370 on the year. And here's a look at the Moose lineup today. After Hill, it's the first baseman, Helena Bigsby, coming over from the Buzzards organization. She is locked in. Batting third is shortstop Nacho Chris, returning from last year's team. Batting fourth and returning from last year's team is third baseman Rip Dingers. He's 10th. Batting fifth and coming over from the Buzzards is center fielder Thurman Colt. Batting sixth is DH Stallion Johnson, returning from last year's team. Batting seventh and returning from last year's team is left fielder Buck Swiner. Batting eighth and returning as well is right fielder Jose Tremendo. And batting ninth and returning is backup catcher Roman Rhodes. First pitch from Kaiser's a fastball down in the way. It's called strike at the knees, 0-1. Work ball down and in. Check swing low. Good take there from Hill, 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Popped up, shallow left center field. Axelson in on it. Calls off the shortstop Jackman. She makes the catch, 1 down. Going to bring up Bigsby, the first baseman, who's locked in, hitting .269, 2 homers and 8 RBIs on the season. First pitch slider down and in. Hit pretty well by Bigsby down the right field line, but that's hooking way foul into the second deck. 0-1 the count. Fastball up and away is outside, ball 1. Work ball down in the way, just low, 2-1. Two-seamer up and in, hit pretty well, deep to center field. Bigsby got a good piece of it. Brickhouse to the warning track, he looks up. Leaves and it's off his glove as it was almost a home run robbery, but he keeps it in the park. It'll be a triple for Bigsby. First hit of the game for the Moose. Now to bring up Chris, the shortstop, hitting .397. 2 homers and 6 RBIs on the season. First pitch curveball down and in is in the dirt as it's off backstop's glove, but he gets to it quickly. Bigsby holds the third, 1-0 count. Two-seamer up and in is high, almost hitting him in the dome, 2-0. Forkball middle away, swung late by Chris, 2-1. Fastball down and in, fouled off, 2-2 the count now. Kehedad activates for Kaiser as well as tough out for Crisp. Slider down and away, chased in the dirt, strike 3. Chris down swinging as he's thrown out at first by backstop, who couldn't handle it. Bigsby holds at third though, and that'll bring up Dingers, the third baseman. He's 10th right now, hitting .232 with a homer and 10 RBIs. He does, however, have RBI man active, so that should help him out in this at bat. First pitch fastball down in the way, first strike as he swings through it late, 0-1. Kaiser back to neutral mojo after the strikeout. Slider middle in, fouled off, 0-2 the count now. Work ball down and in, hit up the line, foul by Dingers as he's early on it. Still an 0-2 count. Two-seamer up and in, high, 1-2, good take. Curveball middle away, grounded up the middle softly, Graves over for it, barehands it and fires, in time to get Dingers, and that'll strand the runner at third. Kaiser escapes the first inning without a run scoring. Top 2 we go, it's 0-0. Reddier, Rivers, and Burnside do up here against Silvio. There's Ricks at Reddier, the first baseman, hitting .414 with 7 homers and 19 RBIs on the season, leading the team in homers and RBIs. Fastball down and in is inside, ball 1. Fastball is inside again, 2-0 the count to Reddier. Change up middle of the plate, hit pretty well by Reddier, deep to center field. Does it have the carry to get out of here? No, it doesn't. Catch for Colt on the warning track, 1 down. That'll bring up the 6th hitter, third baseman rookie Xander Rivers, hitting .411 on the year with 8 RBIs. Silvio now locked in here. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Curveball down, hit up the middle, and that's a base hit for Rivers. That'll be the 2nd hit of the game for the Freebooters. Speedster over on at first with 1 down. That'll bring up rookie right fielder Dominic Burnside getting the start today over at 10th Dan Cervelos. He's got contact versus right-hander active here as he's hitting .313 on the year with 3 RBIs. Runner goes on the first pitch. It's a changeup at the knees for a strike. Throw down by Rhodes is late. It's a stolen base for Xander Rivers. For Rivers, that is his 5th stolen base attempt of the year. He's now 3 for 5. 0-1 pitch here to Burnside. Strike swung through at the letters. 0-2 as tough out activates for the rookie. Pick off the second, nothing doing as Rivers gets back. Silvio set, here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball away, line to second, but it's right at Hill, 2 down. Now to bring up Graves, the second baseman. He's in the 8 hole today, hitting .389 with 4 RBIs on the season. Looking to drive in the runner at second. Base hit will do it as Rivers runs very well. Fastball up and in is a strike, 0-1. Fastball down and in, inside, 1-1. Fastball down and in for a strike this time. 1-2 as tough out activates for Graves. Fastball up, line to center field. Will that hang up for Colt? Yes, it will, and that will end the inning. A hit and a stolen base for the Freebooters, but nothing comes of it. Bottom two, Colt, Johnson, and Swiner will face Kaiser. Here's center fielder Thurman Colt, hitting a .196 on the season. 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Forkball down and away in the first pitch is check swing low. Good take from Colt, ball 1. Slider down and in. Hard rip up the first base line, but it's foul. 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a two-seamer up and away. Chased by Colt as he fouls it back. 1-2. K-Dot activates for Kaiser here. Curveball down and in the dirt. Blocked. Good take there. 2-2. Fastball up and in. Popped up. Shallow left center, left field. Jackman out for it. Dives, and he makes the catch. Great play. 1 down. Brings up the DH. Stallion Johnson hitting .333 with 3 RBIs on the season. First pitch fastball up and away. Fouled back. 0-1. Curveball down and away. Fouled back. 0-2 the count now. Forkball down and in the dirt. Good take from Johnson. 1-2 the count. Two-seamer up and in. Fouled back. 1-2. Slider down and away. Dribbled up back to the mound. Kaiser off to his right. Makes the play. 2 down. That'd bring up Buck Swiner, the left fielder, hitting .295. 1 homer. 5 RBIs on the season. First pitch fastball up and away. Outside. Ball 1 as he was sitting fastball but takes it smartly. Forkball down and in. Called a strike on the check swing. 1-1. Two-seamer up and in. Swung through it late. 1-2 the count now as Swiner behind in the count. Slider down low but in the dirt. Blocked. 2-2 the count. Curveball down and away. Dribbled softly to second on the ground. Graves charges bare hands and flips to first. In time, it's a 1-2-3 inning for Kaiser. Top 3 were still scoreless. Backstop Axelson and Pitts due up here against Silvio. Here's backup catcher Rocky Backstop getting the start today over Alana Stiffbottom, who's tense and tired, hitting .333 on the year with 1 RBI. Changeup inside for a strike. 0-1 as Silvio back to locked in mojo. Fast changeup away misses. 1-1. Fastball up and in is lined to center field softly. It'll drop for a base hit as Colt was playing deep. Backstop on with a single, and he will lead off the inning with a runner at first. That'll bring up Axelson, who struck out swinging her first time up, chasing a high fastball. She's 0-1, 0 for 1 today, and also tense now. Changeup inside misses. Ball 1. Changeup at the knees, ripped to right center, over the leaping Hills glove into the gap. Tremendo cuts it off. His backstop will dig for third. He'll get in there safely on the single by Axelson. She's back to neutral, and that'll put runners at the corners with none down for Pitts. 0 for 1 today. Does have the contact versus right-hander active here. Curveball up and away is outside. 1-0. Change at the knees. Pitch skies it to deep right center field. That should be deep enough to score backstop. It will as he tags up and will score from third on the play. It's a sac fly for Pitts. 1-0 Freebooters as we take the lead in the third. Brings up the center fielder Brickhouse, who singled his first time up and was stranded over at first base. 1 for 1 today. Fastball in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball down and in for a called strike. 1-1. Curveball up and away. Hit up the middle by Brickhouse. That'll get through for a base hit. It almost takes off Silvio's face. First and second now with 1 down. That'll bring up the shortstop Jackman, who has RBI man active now. He struck out swinging his first time up on a low forkball in the dirt, which he chased. Fastball down and the way is low. Ball 1. Curveball down below the knees, chased and pulled foul. 1-1. Fastball up, swung late. 1-2 the count. Changeup is inside. 2-2 count. Check swing high. Good take by Jackman. Full count now. Check swing outside. Good take, and that's going to be a walk. Jackman fell behind in the count, but managed to fight back and earn the walk. First of the day for Silvio. Now to load the bases up for Red Ear, who flew out his first time up to deep center field. Died on the warning track in right center. 0 for 1 today he is. Fastball away misses. Ball 1. Fastball up and in is a called strike, 1-1. Change it down and in. Back to Silvio, who makes the catch. All runners get back, though. 2 down. Good reactions by the pitcher. Now to put the pressure on Rivers. Singled his first time up and then stole second base. Stranded there. Fastball high, ball 1. Fastball is down and in, low and inside, 2-0. Hanging forkball, popped up, shallow left field. Chris calling for it on the edge of the grass. He makes the catch, and that will allow Silvio to get out of the jam. She loads the bases up, but the Freebooters only get 1 run out of the deal. Bottom 3. We'd have a 1-0 lead here. Tremendo, Rhodes, and Hild are up against Kaiser. Here's right fielder Jose Tremendo hitting .222 with 6 RBIs on the season. Not very good numbers. First pitch forkball down in the waist, called strike. Oh, it's low. Good take. Ball 1. Thought that caught the corner. Fastball up and in is called strike, 1-1. Slider middle away, hit pretty well by Tremendo to right field. Burnside back a few steps, calling for it as Tremendo got under it off the end of the bat. Burnside makes the catch, 1 down, and that'll bring up Rhodes, the catcher, hitting .259 with an RBI on the season. First pitch curveball down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball up and away, swung through by Rhodes as he cut through that late, 1-1. Two-seamer down in the way, fouled back, 1-2 the count now. K-Dot activates. Forkball down and in, swung through it, strike 3. Kaiser gets the punch out, second of the game for him, and that'll bring up Hill, 0 for 1 today. Two-seamer up and in, the first pitch is called strike, 0-1. Slider down in the way, check swing outside, good take by Hill, 1-1. Forkball down and in, swung through it, strike 2, 1-2 the count. Fastball up and away, lined the right field, Burnside to his right a few steps, makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Kaiser. 1-0 remains the score to the 4th. Freebooters have Burnside, Graves, and backstop due up here against Silvio. Burnside's 0 for 1 today, looking to get on base for the first time here. Fastball, change up in the dirt, ball 1. Curveball middle of the plate, skied to center field. Back onto the few steps is Colt. He'll make the catch, 1 down. Now to bring up the second baseman, Sammy Graves, 0 for 1 today. Flew out his last time up. Fastball up and in is called strike, 0-1. Fastball up high, 1-1. Forkball outside, 2-1 the count to Graves. Forkball middle of the plate, hit off the diving first baseman glove Bigsby. Recovering his Hill, she flips in time to Silvio to make the play, 2 down. How to bring up backstop, singled his first time up and then came in to score later in the inning. Chased one in the dirt as that fastball is dribbled to Bigsby, who makes the play herself. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Silvio in the 4th. Bottom 4, it's still 1-0. Bigsby, Crisp, and Dingers due up against Kaiser. Bigsby 1 for 1 today, tripled her first at bat and then was stranded at third base in the first inning. First pitch curveball up, pop foul behind the plate, 0-1. Four-seamer down and in, hard liner to second on the ground. Graves makes the play, 1 down. Now to bring up Chris, 0 for 1 today. Struck out his first time up, forkball down in the way, called a strike on the check swing, 0-1. Chris now tense here. Two-seamer up and in, fouled back, 0-2 the count. Curveball down and in, blocked in the dirt, ball 1, 1-2. Fastball up and away, outside, 2-2 the count. Slider down, just low, 3-2 the count now as Chris works it back full. Forkball down in the way is low in the dirt. Good take by Chris as he works the walk. He's back to neutral, and that'll put him at first with 1 down for Dingers, who's 0 for 1. First pitch fastball middle of the plate, fouled back, 0-1. Curveball down and in. 1 hopper to short. Jackman backhands it, flips the second one. Graves the first, double play, and that ends the inning. Kaiser gives up a walk, but erases it on the double play ball. Top 5. Still 1-0. Axelson, Pitts, and Brickhouse due up here against Silvio. Axelson singled her last time up. She's 1 for 2. Fastball away, ball 1. Changeup inside for a strike, 1-1. Changeup down, skied to right field. In on it is Tremendo to make the catch, 1 down. That'll bring up Pitts. Sack fly his last time up. He's also grounded out. He's 0 for 1. Fastball down, low, 1-0. Change up low, 2-0 the count to Pitts. Fastball at the knees, swung late, 2-1. Fastball inside, fisted in the hole to short, backhanded by Chris. He has to make the play from the grass. He does, 2 down. Got to bring up Brickhouse, singled twice today. He's 2 for 2. Curveball down is pulled foul into the seats, 0-1 the count. Fastball up, grounded to softly to second. Hill backhands it and goes to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Silvio as Brickhouse is now tense. 1-0 remains the score. Bottom 5, Colt, Johnson, and Swiner face Kaiser. Colt's 0 for 1 today. First pitch curveball down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball up and away, pop foul behind the plate. It'll get out of reach though as backstop looks at it over the screen. Here's 1-1 the count now. 2-seamer down and away, fouled off by Colt to the right side. 1-2 the count now as K-Dot activates for Kaiser. Slider middle in, pulled down the right field line. That's hooking way foul though as Cole is early. That'll keep the count at 1-2. Forkball down and away, grounded softly to second. Graves charges, bare hands and flips in time to get Colt, 1 down. That'll bring up Johnson, 0 for 1 today. First pitch 2-seamer up and in, check swing at the letters, 0-1. Kaiser now locked in here. Fastball up and away is outside, 1-1. Forkball down and away, fouled back, 1-2 the count now. Curveball down and in, inside, 2-2 the count. Fastball up and away, pop foul behind the plate, backstop over for it near the stands, makes the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up Swiner, 0 for 1 today. First pitch 2-seamer down and away, swung over the top of it, 0-1. Curveball up and in, fouled back, 0-2 the count now. Slider up and away, fouled off, 0-2 the count now. Fastball down and away is low, 1-2. Forkball down and in, grounded softly to second on the chopper. Graves bare hands it and fires to first, and that's in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Kaiser. To the 6th we go. It's still 0-0. Jackman, Reddier, and Rivers do up here against Silvio. Here's Jackman, 0 for 1 today. Worked the walk his last time up. He's also struck out swinging. Silvio now locked in again after another scoreless inning last time out. Ball 1 high on the heater, 1-0. Inside heater misses, 2-0 the count. Change up at the knees, hard rip to short on the hopper. Chris makes the play, 1 down. That'll bring up Reddier, 0 for 2 today. Popped out with the lined out with the bases loaded this last time up. Fastball away for a strike, 0-1. Change up inside, 1-1. Fastball away, swung late, 1-2. Fastball up and in, high, 2-2. Forkball inside, fisted down the right field line by Reddier. That is going to drop fair, and that's a base hit for him. He's 1 for 3 now. Tremendous. That was in no man's land. No one was going to get there. Runner at first, 1 down now for Rivers, who popped out with the bases loaded his last time up. He's also singled today, 1 for 2. And Silvio is done after 5 1/3 innings, responsible for the runner at first. Coming into pitch is left-handed specialist Charlie Best. Here are our best numbers on the season. Best is 2-0 with a 1.59 ERA and an 0.53 WHIP. He's given up 3 earned runs in 12 appearances, 17 innings pitched, 6 hits surrendered, 1 of them being a homer. He's also hit a batter, walked 3, struck out 16, and his batting average against is only 103 on the year. He's having a fantastic year. Also comes in to this appearance locked in. Silvio gave up 6 hits and walked 1 batter as she is behind 1-0 on the 1-0 on the scoreboard and is responsible for the runner at first. Rivers ready to face the specialist Best. 2-seamer up and in for a strike, 0-1. Curveball down, pulled in the hole to second. Hill flips to second 1. Chris to first, not in time. It's fielder's choice. Rivers beats it out. 2 down in the inning now for Burnside. Is 0 for 2. Runner goes on the first pitch. Fastball up and in for a strike. Throw down by Rhodes is late. It's another stolen base for Rivers. His second of the game. He's now 4 for 6 on the season. 0-1 pitch to Burnside. Fastball up and in, 0-2 the count now as Best looks to set him down. Tough out activates for Burnside. Fastball away, fouled off to the seats. 0-2 still the count. Fastball down, line to center field. That'll be dropping for a base hit as Burnside comes through with a single. Rivers will score easily from second as Cold as no arm. It's an RBI single for the rookie Burnside, and that run will be charged to Silvio. 2-0 Freebooters lead now, and that'll bring up Graves, who's 0 for 2 today. Best no longer locked in as he is now neutral. Change up at the knees, low, ball 1. Runner goes on the next pitch. Curveball inside is skied into left field, popped up shallow. Chris out for it. He will make the catch, and that will end the inning. But the Freebooters get a clutch 2-out single from Burnside as Silvio is forced off the mound. And they double their lead. It's 2-0. Bottom 6. Tremendo, Rhodes, and Hill do up here against Kaiser. Here's Tremendo, 0 for 1 today. First pitch curveball down and in is low in the dirt, 1-0. Fastball down and away, check swing for a strike, 1-1 the count. Slider up and in, hit pretty well by Tremendo, deep to left center field. That's looking for the fence, off the fence, and Axelson plays the hop cleanly. It'll be a leadoff double for Tremendo. He's now 1 for 2 as that puts him in scoring position. Had to bring up the 9-hitter Rhodes, who's 0 for 1. First pitch slider down and away, check swing at the knees, 0-1 the count. Two-seamer up and away, lined hard and hold to short. Jackman dives, it's off his glove into shallow left field. Axelson was playing deep, has to charge the ball. Runner coming around third is going to hold. There'll be a single for Rhodes. Runners at the corners now with none down for Hill, who's 0 for 2. Kaiser looking to strand the runner once again. First pitch fastball up and away. Line to second, that's in the right center gap as it was a hit and run. One run will score easily as Brickhouse gives chase to the wall. Will be a double here for the leadoff hitter, and that will be a 2 RBI double. Game is tied at 2. Now to bring up Bigsby, 1 for 2 today with the triple. Runner at second is Cheyenne Hill, who comes through with the nice hit and run. First pitch curveball down in the way is called ball. Throw down is late as Hill easily steals third as she is juiced. She was going to steal it anyway, no problem. That is her 7th stolen base attempt of the year. She is now 6 for... I'm sorry, that is her 8th attempt of the year. She is now 7 for 8. 1-0 count now to Bigsby. Fastball up and in. Line hard to short. Jackman dives and cuts it off to his left. He'll fire to first in time to retire Bigsby, but it is an RBI groundout as the Moose take the lead 3-2. Hill scores easily from third. Base is empty, 1 down out for Chris. We walked his last time up. Kaiser no longer tense, or no longer locked in. He's now neutral. Just looking to get through the inning. Fastball away. First strike, 1-1 the count. Two-seamer down and away, dribbled softly to second on the ground. Graves bare hands and charges, flips the first in time, 2 down. Chris now tense again, and that'll bring up Dingers, who's 0 for 2. First pitch forkball down and away is called strike at the knees, 0-1. Curveball up at the letters, fouled back, 0-2 the count to Dingers. Slider down, hard rip up the middle, that's a base hit. Dingers comes through and keeps the inning alive here with 2 down, as that'll bring up the 5-hitter. Center fielder Thurman Cold is 0 for 2. Dingers hurt himself on that swing, and coming in to relieve him is the infielder Slide Wilkinson. Dingers pulled his hamstring, and he will have to leave the game. First pitch fastball up and away from Kaiser's a strike to the Colt, 0-1. Curveball down and in, ripped foul, 0-2 the count. Two-seamer down and away. Runner goes on the pitch as it's a hit and run, but it's fouled off. Still 0-2. Work ball up and in. 1 hopper to second. Graves there for it. He'll fire to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Moose rally for 3 runs, and they take the lead 3-2 here after 6. Top 7. Backstop Axelson and Pitts go up here against Best. Backstop 1 for 2 today with the single, as Wilkinson will take over duties at third, being a utility, or not a utility, but he is a infielder, playing second and third base, so at his backup position, so his fielding will take a hit penalty. Fastball up is high from Best, ball 1. Curveball hangs, ripped hard in the left field over the diving Wilkinson's glove. It's a base hit for Backstop, his 2nd of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Brings up the leadoff hitter Axelson, who's 1 for 3 with the single. Fastball up and in, inside, ball 1. Curveball down, skied by Axelson to deep center field. She gets under it though as Colt makes the easy catch, 1 down. Brings up DH Pitts, who's 0 for 2 today with the sac fly and an RBI. Strike at the knees on the heater, 0-1. Change it down and in, grounded softly to first. Bigsby flyers the second one. Chris back to first. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. Leadoff single is erased, and to the 7th we go. It's still 3-2. Johnson, Swiner, and Tremendo do up here. Johnson's 0 for 2 today. First pitch from Kaiser's fastball down and in for a strike, 0-1. Kaiser has given up 5 hits to this point. I believe he's also walked a batter. Curveball down and away is low in the dirt, 1-1. Forkball up and away, lined up the middle, that's a base hit. Johnson comes through with his first hit. He's now 1 for 3. Puts him on at first here to lead off the inning. Nobody down, and that'll bring up Swiner, 0 for 2 today. Slider down and in, strike at the knees, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away, sky ball to left center field. Brickhouse going over for it in the gap. Runs it down for the first out of the inning as Swiner is retired. He's 0 for 3 now. Runner at first, 1 down now for the 8-hitter. Jose Tremendo doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. He's also scored a run today. First pitch curveball down at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Fastball down and in, grounded softly in the hole to short. Rivers barehands it and fires to first in time. 2 down. Runner advances though on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Rhodes, who singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. Got an RBI chance here with 2 down in the inning as Kaiser looks to get through the 7th. Two-seamer up and away, and the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Forkball down and in is low, 2-0. Fastball up and in is high, 3-0. Curveball down and away, called a strike at the knees, 3-1. Slider down in the dirt, blocked as Rhodes works the walk. That'll put runners at first and second here with 2 down for Hill, who doubled in 2 runs her last time up. She's 1 for 3 today. Kaiser done after 6 2/3 innings, giving up 6 hits with 2 walks and 3 earned runs, responsible for the 2 runners on base. Coming to pitch will be right-handed specialist Grace Lupinovich as she looks to keep the game at 1 run. Lupinovich is, where is she? There she is, 0-1 with a 4.66 ERA, 1.34 WHIP. She's given up 5 earned runs in 5 appearances, recording 1 save. She's thrown 9 2/3 innings, giving up 12 hits, 1 home run ball, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, and her batting average against is an even 300 here on the season. She looks to come through here and strand the runners. Specialist will activate here for the right-hander. First pitch cutter down and in, fouled off, 0-1 as Hill's behind in the count. First pitch curveball down and away in the dirt, 1-1. It's also outside. Fastball up and in, fouled back by Hill, 1-2 the count. Change it down and away, runner goes, pulled foul on the hit and run, still 1-2. Cutter up and away, swung through at strike 3 as Hill chases it, and Lupinovich strands the runners with the punch out. Score remains 3-2 through 7 to the 8th. Brickhouse, Jackman, and Reddier. Middle of the lineup will face Best. This is our best chance to score off of him, ironically. Here's Brickhouse, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Change up away, ball 1. This is outside. Fastball down and in, called a strike, 1-1 the count. Fastball at the knees, ripped up the middle by Brickhouse on the ground, and that'll get through to center field. It's his 3rd single of the game. He's now 3 for 4. Puts him back to locked-in mojos. Leadoff man's on here for Jackman. He's walked today. He's 0 for 2 today. Hold on, my batteries are dying. Let me plug them in real quick. There we go. Okay. Jackman ready. Here's the first pitch from Best. Fastball up and away, misses outside. 1-0. Curveball inside. Hard rip on the ground to short. Chris dives to his right to cut it off. Flips the second one. Back to first. Not in time on the fielder's choice. Good defensive play, robs us of a hit, and that'll bring up Reddier. Locked in with a single his last time up. He's 1 for 3 today. Curveball down, ripped through the middle as it bounces past second base. Another single for Reddier. He's 2 for 4. Puts runners at first and second with 1 down now. That'll bring up Rivers, 1 for 3 today with a single as Specialist activates again for Best. Change up down at the knees, 0-1. Curveball away, line hard to third. Wilkinson makes the catch at his knees, 2 down. That'll bring up Burnside, 1 for 3 today with a single and an RBI his last time up. Change up away for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in is high, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, popped up behind the plate. That'll get out of reach, 1-2 the count now. Big spot for the rookie as tough out activates. Fastball up and away is high, 2-2. High, 3-2. Runners will go on the play. Runners go. Change up and he's out of front of it. I thought it was a fastball. Burnside retired, and that ends the inning as Best escapes the jam. Bottom 8, Bigsby, Crisp, and Wilkinson do up against Lupinovich. Bigsby 1 for 3 today with an RBI triple. First pitch change up down in the way. Line to third. Rivers there to make the catch easily, 1 down. Brings up Crisp, who's over 2 today with a walk. Grounded out his last time up. Fastball down. Ripped hard at the middle for Crisp. That's a base hit. First hit today for him. He's now 1 for 3. He's back to neutral. Lupinovich no longer locked in, and that'll bring up Wilkinson, who's hitting .400 on the season with a home run, 4 RBIs on the season. He is getting his first at-bat of the game after replacing the injured Rip Dingers 2 innings ago. First pitch curveball at the knees for a ball, 1-0. Fastball up and in, sky ball to right center field. Burnside back a few steps. Makes the catch for the second out as the runner retreats to first. Lupinovich locked in again, and that'll bring up the 5 hitter, Thurman Cold, who's 0 for 3. First pitch curveball at the knees, check swing at the knees, 0-1. Cutter at the letters, line deep to left center field by Cold, as that's going to be a gapper, and that will score the runner easily from first as it hits off the base of the wall. Brickhouse gets it into the cutoff man as the runner tries to score. Here's the throw, it is late. RBI double for Colt makes it 4-2 Moose. And that'll bring up Johnson, 1 for 3 today with a single his last time up. First pitch fastball up and away, lined softly to third. Rivers dives and makes the catch to his left to strand the runner as he records the last out. Good play by the rookie, but the Moose get a 2-out double by Colt. This is now 4-2 to the 9th. Graves, backstop, and Axelson do up. Here's Graves, 0 for 3 today against Best, who is tiring out there, approaching 30 pitches. Fastball at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Change it down and in is inside, 1-1. Change it down in the way is skied to right center field, hit pretty weakly by Graves. Cold over to make the catch, 1 down. That'll bring up backstop, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Change up at the letters, 0-1. Fastball down the middle, 0-2 the count now from Best. Fastball up and in, fisted up the middle, over Fort Hill though on the pop-up, 2 down. That'll bring up Axelson as the last chance, 1 for 4 with the single. Pinch hitting for her will be right fielder Dan Cervelos, as she is right-handed, so that'll knock out Specialist. Let's see if she can come through today as a pinch hitter, hitting .245 on the year with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. Best locked in again. Fastball down and in for a strike, 0-1. Change it down in the way, lined at the middle, diving is Hill to make the catch, and that ends the game as we once again lose. It's our 10th loss of the year as we drop a close one to the Moose once again, 4-2. Another pitcher's duel that just got away from us late. We were in command all the way up until the 6th inning, and then it just fell apart. Velos and Pitts hitless, as well as Jackman and Graves. RBIs for Pitts and Burnside, 1 on a sac fly, 1 on a single. On the other side, RBIs today, 2 on a double by Hill, 1 on a, I believe, a ground out by Bigsby, and a double by Colt. Wilkinson was hitless as a pinch hitter, defensive replacement. Schweiner also hitless, 0 for 3. Pitching lines, Kaiser does a quality start, 6 2/3 innings, 6 hits given up, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He falls to 2-2 on the season. Lupinovich goes an inning in the 3rd out of the pen, giving up 2 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 earned run. On the other side, Silvio, 5 1/3 innings, gets a no decision, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts given up. She stays at 0-2. Best improves to 3-0 on the year as he throws 3 2/3 innings out of the pen, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 strikeout. Player of the game is Cheyenne Hill with her 2 RBI double, followed by Silvio with her quality start, and Kaiser with his quality start. Still, that's a painful loss to take, as we had our chances to win that one, and we just let it get away from us once again. It's been the story of our season. With one game left to play here in the regular season, there really isn't much to play for us. We can't finish in last place because we have more wins than the Herbivores. And the Moose need this win to secure their playoff berth. Let's have a look at the standings here to see what it stands at for them. They have a +5, Moonstars have +1, and the Sirloins have +13. So if the Moose lose by less than 4 runs, they will make the playoffs. If they lose by more than 4 runs, they're out of the playoffs. And if they win, they're in. Okay, so it comes down to them or the Moonstars, as the Sirloins are guaranteed to be in the playoffs now. So will the Moose be the 3, the 4, or will they be out? Here's a look around the league, see if any moves were made. Babette Walkman signs to the Moonstars, replacing Lil Bupton. I'm surprised that the Moonstars are making that move. I guess they're expecting to miss the playoffs. Ruby Green off the Beewolves, replaced by Bruno Adamo. Backstop loses 2 fielding. Okay. Splash Cashmore is off the Sirloins, replaced by Grump Everbright. Okay. And that's it. Okay. Could bring on Ratherswell to cut some cap here from Kaiser, since we're not going to use him again for the rest of the season. I'm going to go ahead and take off guys I really don't want. So Jones I don't want. Diggler, nah. Bullock, no. Morse's maybe. I do like what he brings to the plate. Filthwick and Rovero, I'm going to pass. Same with McMahon. I might bring Ratherswell back just because, you know, just for now. Pass. On the other side, let's see here. I like Ruby Green. Don't like Day. I like Song. Taters, nah. Probably don't want someone that old. Same with Cringer. Porker's a no. Runs is a no. Bridges is decent. Alba's a no. Star is a maybe. Digman's a no. Wiggins is a no. Freeman's a no. Nothing for her. Harrell. Harrell's pretty good. I'll leave her on there. Stanberg's decent, but he's too old. Studwick's too old. Cortez, he's alright. Big Bergman, he's alright. Noggins is a no. Dazzler's a maybe. Acuro, he's probably a no, given how old he is. Brown I like. LeBoink is too old. Rojas is too old. Nail too old and too low level. Foster, he's too low level as well. Okay. Alright. See this player development options here. So this one for Rippin is still here. But I'm probably not keeping him past this season, so I don't want to do this one. This one for Axelson is not worth giving up the fielding for, so I'll pass on that one, I guess. I like this one for Martinez, so let's get this one. It's going to get the +4 velocity, nice. Not going to get composed, though, which is alright. It was a stretch, but Martinez gets a little bit better. Don't like this one for backstop. I do like this one for Brickhouse is decent, but I don't think we're going to keep him anyway, so maybe won't get this one. This one for Pitts is a nice one to get. I like that one. This one for Axelson is cheap. That's the only thing it's got going for it. I don't really love it. Nah, it's not worth it, I don't think. Okay. Set the lineup here, call it a day. Pitts back to the leadoff spot, still DHing Intense, followed by Brickhouse in center. He's locked in. Step on him back at catcher, bats third. Jackman bats fourth at shortstop. Redier is locked in at first base, batting fifth again. Velos back in the lineup in right field, bats sixth. Rivers about seventh at third. Axelson bats eighth and left, and Graves about ninth and second. Okay. Alright guys, another tough loss today as we lost a close one 4-2. Probably going to record the next one straight away, so I'll be back in about maybe 5 minutes or so as I get everything set up. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off.